It was a
Very
tough
trailer
one.
park. Yeah, love it.
It took so long. It like took so long to get that
Oh,
right.
really?
Oh yeah, 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 for sure. I think we're live. Let's do this, and then I can fill screen that, and we should be. Yep, we're good. We're currently, at least as far as I can tell, streaming. Now here's the problem. I can't see comments or anything on YouTube. So, if you go on to YouTube, I wonder if you can possibly have a look and see if anyone's.
Gotcha. I don't. Are you live? Yep, yep. There we go. All right. I'm definitely pulling up the. Hey, there I am.
Yep, yep. Okay, that works. It totally works. See, so I've got this, and you can see the art. I hope, or like a blank screen.
Uh, yeah, I can. Yep, I can see it.
Yay!
All right, it's a little behind though, so we're gonna keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Right. Okay. I guess you're gonna need to focus on what I'm saying to you as opposed to what you're hearing through YouTube. But if you want mute YouTube and hear
Yeah.
me, if that works, whatever. Okay. Anyway, we are back after a 2 week holiday break, and it has been. I would like to say relaxing, but I got two young kids at home, so it's not. It's not been. But it was nice to get away and do something slightly different. But I am thankfully joined by Joe, and it is lovely to have
Thanks.
you here, and it's absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, I genuinely
Yes.
want to do a couple of things because one, you have built quite a bit of a community as far as I know on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, so I'm going to take your word for it. And the community wanted a jersey designed for a team. This is for All 22, which will be the new manga we are currently working on, which I'm super excited about because All 22 is football, American football. And I was saying, I think in a previous podcast that this was new to me, and it was really exciting to see all the things that were available and possible through American football. And it opened up a lot of kind of battle manga themes in a really interesting way. And it opens up this whole sense of you don't necessarily have to hurt anyone to have a really epic shot. You know, you know what I mean? And I think that's really cool. So I'm really excited to explore things like that. So Joe, if you're happy, I will get a little bit started, and as we're going through it, I will chat to you, and you can talk about some of the inspirations that you came about from All 22, anything that came about from the ideas or the maybe even the underlying themes that came from, and we can just go into a little bit more depth about All 22 so we can get people interested. Is that all right?
Yeah. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong screen. So, it's really interesting how this story started. I've grown up on American football for a very long time. It is actually what my dad and I really bonded over growing up. We used to actually go into a mall, like any of the malls that were close to us, and they have these like sports shops where it's just mostly football, but they got like basketball and baseball and like some other stuff.
Yep.
And I remember what we would do is we would we'd go in, and when I was like 5 or 6, my dad would say, "Hey, what team is that?" And he would point to a team like that like they had all the hats for the teams. And I was able to name each and every one by the time I was like 5 or 6.
Wow.
And so like it was seeing that, yeah, and then like seeing the jerseys of the players, and like seeing Sports Center like show what was going on like at the time was just really, it was a really, really cool experience that like I hope maybe one day to share that with any future kids that like I might have, where it's like, hey, this has been a big part of my life, and it is a great sport despite like what everyone may think. They think that American football is just a bunch of meatheads going at each other, and it's like, no, dog, that's not what it is. Like, it's a little bit what it is. Let's be honest, but it's more like physical chess.
Yeah.
That's really what the sport is, and I just think that there are so many super highly detailed aspects of football that transition well to manga and make for a really great story, right? Because like there's Ice Shield 21, which is the original American football manga, but you could tell it was probably made with a little bit in mind of Japan's X League, which is their American football league. And so I kind of want to do it from like an American perspective while also telling this story and celebrating the history of the game, because that's what I grew up on, was the history of the game.
Right.
And so I got out of football for like 8 years, and all of a sudden one night I just have this dream about this main character who, like, he's in a game and it's like the final play and the play goes completely wrong, and like there's a fumble going on and it's not what anyone expected. It goes into chaos because those are some of the most amazing plays, like the last play where it's like you have to score and you don't have another down to do it.
Yep.
And for some reason what popped into my head during this dream was, this guy does not like his teammate. And it's really interesting. The thing that really kind of showed me that this had a lot of potential was in this dream. I remember, like essentially it's like a climax moment in the story where like, we're spiking, boom, big moment happens, and then you go down, right?
Yeah.
What happened was that the main character was not the one to score at the end of the game. It was that character that he does not like on his team. And it was the main character securing the block to make sure that his teammate could score. And I remember waking up from that and being like, whoa, oh my God, we have something here. And I wrote it down, and I've been like writing about it, and I've just been kind of like harnessing it and refining it, and now it's at a point where it's like, nah, we're gonna do this, and you can tell that I know what I'm talking about in the story. It's so hype.
No, I mean, for sure. I mean, when I was reading the script, the one thing that obviously came across more than anything else, because you and I worked before, we did Warwick, which is a little bit near and dear to both of our hearts. There you go. Just bring out the advertising right now. Let's just do all the plugs we can. Which is hopefully coming out in Global Comics soon-ish, right?
Yep.
Okay, great.
Yep. Once we get the pages figured out, we will be good.
Fantastic. Anyway, so you and I did work together, and yeah, it was a fun script, and it was great. But both you and I know that they were, it wasn't necessarily as good, I think, as All 22. I think All 22 was just your, it was so truthful and personal to yourself that it made all of it seem much more realistic, much more accurate, and actually I rooted massively for your characters. I'm not saying I didn't do that so much in Warwick. I think Warwick worked out really nicely as well, but in terms of
you didn't root for our characters in the original story?
Well, I think personally, I prefer, and I still do, I prefer All 22. I think it's just such a phenomenal script. I think it was so well written because you had experience in it. Whereas it's hard to get experience in like a fantasy world per se. But All 22 is so grounded.
Because we don't live in a fantasy.
Yeah. But All 22 is just so grounded. And it is so grounded that it works so nicely. So again, I am very much looking forward to working on it, and we have been working on it. We got a couple of pages done and dusted, which are looking pretty nice, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, you've nailed the book so far. It's really interesting because I remember we were talking about it, and I brought this up with you, and I remember the first time I brought it up with you, I'm like, dude, I want to do a football manga. And you're like, like soccer, or like what
Yeah.
you guys would call soccer. And I
Soccer,
was
yeah.
like,
And we
no,
call it
it's
football, bro.
American football.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, yeah. Weirdly enough, I actually know that Japan back in World War II they did have American football, but because of Pearl Harbor, they allowed the game to be played, but they couldn't call it American football or football. So you know what they changed the name to temporarily?
No.
Armor ball.
Armor ball, really? That sounds so cool.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm like, that actually makes so much more sense than football. I know that football started out more like rugby and like you just kick field goals back and forth is how it originally started.
Yeah.
And then it kind of evolved with like creating the line of scrimmage where the play starts, where the start of the play begins, like at what hash marker you're at, like if you're at the 47-yard line or the 2-yard line. That was a big thing. And then you only have 4 downs to advance 10 yards or score.
Yeah.
That was a huge thing. Then you could score a touchdown, kind of like a try, but you didn't have to tap the ball on the ground. Like, it has its own history. And I was just literally thinking, dude, we could have kept the name Armor Ball. Armor Ball sounds so cool. And it makes more sense because you literally put shoulder pads, a helmet, and like, yeah, you're literally wearing armor, and like these guys literally are like American gladiators, essentially. Like not just the show, but like that's literally what the sport has become.
Yep.
So I really would have wished that it would have kept that name. But besides that little tangent, I remember bringing this up. It was like, let me just write out my script for what I have envisioned. And then you're like, okay, buddy, I'll see if I have time. And so I wrote it out and I told you about my dream. And you're like, yeah, this is true. You do have a family. I guess that's an okay excuse. But
yeah, go on.
But I remember telling you about the dream. And I think that you saw a little bit of the potential right there. And I think that me telling you about the dream and how passionate I was about it was probably like that push you needed to be like, all right, let me give it a try. I'll read what he has written, not going to expect too much. And I remember, I kept telling you, hey, are you going to read it? I've been working on it. And you're like, yeah, I need to get to it. And then eventually, like a week after that, you message me, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read it tonight. And I was like, okay, cool. Let me know what you think. And I wake up the next morning and I just see a bunch of messages, and there was almost no negative things in the messages. And I'm like, that's not Annis. Somebody kidnapped Annis. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Because you've always been very honest and very critical.
I am very critical. I'll be honest. I think I am maybe a bit harsh when it comes to these kind of things. But I just like working on stories, and I like making sure everything is as good as it can be. Separate.
Yeah, and I just remember you being like, oh my God, dude, buddy, we need to stop doing work. We need to focus on this. And I'm like, whoa, the fact that you would pivot like that was like, that was a big thing. I was like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
My artist who's Scottish and doesn't hold anything back is telling me that, like, all of this stuff that he never said, even after reading the second book for Warwick, like that we had written. I'm like, maybe there's something here.
But it was. I mean, it was such a huge, drastic change to the way Warwick read that it was an immediate. This will work. It was immediately. This is really, really good. He has clearly poured his heart and soul into this, and it works so well. Obviously, we had it's not like it was perfect from the first draft, because we went back and we changed stuff, and we took advice not just from me, but from lots of people, on the script, and it looked and it feels so much better now. But at the time, from the first draft, I thought this has a mass amount of potential. And it could work so well, Yeah,
and honestly, I think that what was it? I remember just that, and then us getting the character designs down. And I remember sending you. I've been like, hey, these characters are inspired by these professional players that existed, and I sent you like short clips in like the Word document. That way, you could click on them and you could watch it, right? And I remember you were like, buddy, why is that so inspiring? And I'm just like, that's kind of how the NFL does stuff. The NFL, they celebrate their history, which is what I think makes them so unique from other sports leagues. And I remember just putting some of these players in there, and you designed, like, it took a little bit for the two main characters because they're not based off of any particular players.
Yeah.
But I remember the three prodigy players who are going to be on the powerhouse rival team. I remember you designed them, and before I even woke up, you're like, hey, what do you think about this? And I'm like, it's perfect. I literally wouldn't change anything. And like, we've never had designs go this easily and smoothly before.
That's true.
Like, it's almost just so natural. Like with Warwick, it's like, okay, well, you got to consider it's in a fantasy world, and you know, like, what's their environment in? Their environment is it's in the land of fire, so it's like super hot, but like, you know, there's not modern technology, so they don't have modern clothes, but then you got to consider fantasy clothes and like, what's the personality of the character, where you can just imagine people in like in everyday clothing, and it's just so much easier to work with, where you just came up with rather simple designs for these characters, but it matched the characters. And like, there was so much personality that you could get from just seeing these character designs, and they haven't even been like, you know, inked by you yet. That's the craziest thing, is like, you know, when we came up with Jeremy, the main character's design, I remember it was like, oh, okay, yeah, he looks kind of cool. He looks big, right? Which is what he's supposed to be. But actually seeing him get ink, oh, Anis's art style really works well for these characters in like a modern world. Like, your art style just really brings out like the best of the realistic quality. Not saying that you can't for the fantasy, but fantasy's just harder to do overall. Like, like, it's harder to nail, I would say.
Yeah.
So just, yeah, and then even you coming up with the two of the female characters, right? Like the team manager and then the vice principal, and you just nailed it first try. I'm like, yeah, I can't imagine them any differently now. It's just, also the fact that because you have teaching experience and you are a teacher and whatnot, just you being like, oh, I have some ideas for what this vice principal would look like. And I was just like, do it. Do it. Nike, baby.
Well, I tried to not make it super, you know, cliched, where everything is, you know, the pantsuit and, you know, long hair and, you know, something like that. It had to be, you know, different and unique enough that people will tell that this is a character from All 22. You know, it wasn't just like, oh, this is just the principal. You know, this is All 22's principal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, no, that's Miss Garcia,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Like, that you immediately think that's that character with that name. So, yeah, also, we're not taking the traditional manga approach for character designs with, like, more rounded faces or, like, you know, smaller bodies, smaller, like, rounder bodies. We're taking more of a Western approach to the look while still trying to keep it manga. And I definitely want to have some manga moments, but I want this to be a more serious story with a more serious art style, because I've seen what Slam Dunk can do with its art style and like that hyper realistic, like full page spread of like a character with the jersey and the sweat going down. And I'm like, I know Anis can do that. And if we can make it right in the story, ooh, it's going to be so sick.
No, I agree. I think it's not going to be an easy ride.
Have I told you? Nope.
Sorry, I'm just saying it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be worth it in the end, because I really do think with the script as well, it'll definitely be something special.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I want to make this the best that I can. With that being said, I see that you have the front and the back, you know, for 92 just on the screen.
Yep.
So, have I told you about what we've already come up with for this community created team?
No, and that's why we're here. So let's do this. Let's make something good.
All right. We had to get a little bit of backstory. We got to show the people that we get along really, really well. It's not super awkward or anything. But it's good. People like seeing people who interact well. All things considered, putting that aside, what we've decided so far with the community from TikTok, which I hope some of them are here. Let me know if you're here. If not, no worries, no worries. We'll definitely upload some clips later. So we came up with, so it's going to be in Iowa. Iowa is my home state in the United States, right?
Yep.
The city we came up with was Grinnell, which Grinnell is like, it's east of our capital, Des Moines. I think it's about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. No, or maybe an hour. It's a little far away. So we decided on that because there's a lot of cool like G alliteration team names. So what we had decided on was the final three were going to be the Wolves, the Gators, and the Gladiators. And they all decided on the Gladiators. So we got the Grinnell Gladiators as the first team that in the story that's going to go up against the main team in the main season.
Okay.
So it's going to be really cool. You get to see them super, super early, and you get to see like, oh, hey, we came up with that. And I'm excited. We're obviously here for the color scheme because we want to nail it. But there's some things we have to keep in mind.
Yep.
We've agreed that this team is a defensive team. They thrive on defense. And one player that they wanted as the anchor of the team was a legend named J.J. Watt. So J.J. Watt was a defensive lineman who also would play on offense at times, and he was a beast of a man. He was the anchor for the defensive line. I'll send you some pictures so you can keep in mind like, you know, what this dude looks like. I think I've already sent you a little bit of like a photo or two of him like previously.
Okay.
But they wanted him, and I was like, oh, well, he has a brother in the league currently who plays linebacker. And so we're going to put him on the team as well, and they're going to be very blitz heavy. So they want to rush the quarterback as much as possible.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I've got my phone out, looking at this dude, and he looks like he is essentially what I would imagine a hairless bear would look like. Just ferocious, you know.
So he is 6'5" to give you a perspective on his size.
Oh my goodness! Yep. Goodness
Yeah.
me.
So I think we only reach like his nose,
Right.
like in terms of height. So they wanted him. He has an iconic moment in his legacy where there was a shot of him. I think he broke his nose during the game. He takes off his helmet and his nose is just bleeding from like the bridge of his nose, like from his eyes. And he's just looking super, super fierce. So we got to include that in there as well. But we want this team to be hard. We want them to be physical. We want them to be aggressive. And we want them to also have a character who's their leader, their main linebacker, who there's a guy named Luke Kuechly who played for the Carolina Panthers. There were moments where he would actually call out what the offense that he was going up against would do. He would literally be like, he would read the play, be like, they're doing a sweep to the right, and then it would actually happen, and then they would get the play stop. And so we want a player like that who can kind of guide them, but we do want the defensive structure.
Yep.
So, with that in mind, we got so many. Dude, there were so many color combinations that people wanted, and none of them were the same. That was the most difficult part.
Yeah. Okay. What you
So,
got?
I think somebody mentioned that if it's a defensive team, that they should have black as like a main color. I agree with that, but something that popped into my head was what if they had like a dark black purple as their main color? I'll find a picture so I can send it to you of like kind of what I'm thinking.
Okay.
But I think a dark black purple would be really nice. I don't know what would complement it though in terms of a color. So we will have to keep that in mind.
Yeah, we could do a couple of different things. So say you've got a dark
And
purple
it is
here.
uploading right now.
You could do something like a pinky thing, something bluey, red, or we can go polar opposite and do something green. Oh wow, what a picture!
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, ooh, I really like
That's really nice image.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could do better though.
Okay.
But
Yeah. So
so I think
blue,
that like
blue, light blue, pink, red, that kind of thing, or green would complement well. It's up to you. But we can try them all.
there were some color combinations that people also did throw out as well. I
Yep.
don't know if you want to do the thing where like you copy and paste it and then like just put it on the screen, like have like 4 of them lined up or like 8 of them or whatever.
Yeah, I will
Like
do.
that way we could have it's yeah, that way we could do it side by side like we normally do.
Well, what we'll do
Um
then is once we have the jerseys kind of designed, we can then try different color combinations. Really, it's just a case of that's just the basic jersey is what I've got in front of us, right? So,
Yep. But I think one thing we should also consider as well is I know that we've been over this, like you and me personally, but we got to keep in mind that football jerseys oftentimes are very simplistic in their design.
yep,
And so like they're very slick, like when you actually think about it, right? But we got to keep in mind that like what we did for Berkshire, we got to change Berkshire because that shield and like where the number is, it looks a little odd. And I think that we could remove that and make minor changes and make it look better. But with like including minimal lines that would stand out, right? Is there a football team that I can think of that really kind of shows this off? I'm gonna look up some football jerseys right now, but if you want to play around with like lines in terms of like being on the shoulder or being like where the cutoff for like the shirt is, like right here or something, or even just below the numbers or near like the bottom,
yep.
play around with it, and I'll see what I can come up with on my end.
Okay. Gladiators.
Gladiators. Grinnell is spelled Grinell.
Grinell. Okay.
Wait, no, is it double N? Hold on, I'm kind of dumb.
I don't know, dude. It's near
Oh,
you, isn't it?
it is double N.
G R I
Grinnell.
G
Nnell.
Grinnell. Grinnell.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let's do this. So, what do gladiators normally have? Would they have some sort of shield?
Ooh, that looks
Most of it is almost topless,
American.
as far as I can tell, but some of them have armor on the shoulder pads. Yeah, go on.
So one thing we're going to keep in mind as well is this a private school or a public school? I think it should be a private school personally. Because private schools are more likely to have names on the back at the high school level, where for like a public school, they just have the numbers, right? Like my high school I went to was a public school, and we just shared the same jerseys. Like we never got them like customized or anything.
Right, I see.
Ooh. Oh, the Aaron Donald jersey. Okay, I'm definitely sending that. All right. Looking what else? Because the Rams, they're really nice. The Aaron Rodgers and the Packers jersey. Yeah. I'll send that as well. I'm trying to think of like some colleges that have some really, really, really nice uniforms. And if anybody listening has any ideas, please make sure to throw them out. We want all the ideas that we can get. Okay. Yep, the Chiefs, because they have gold stripes, which looks really, really well. We're really good.
Whoop.
Despite being like a mostly red focus. Trying to find some other interesting designs. Ooh. I mean, that's not like a pro team, but like that's really, really nice as well. Oh, I know what jersey. Okay, if we go with a green, I know what we have to go with. The Eagles. The Eagles Kelly green. Their jerseys are they're freaking gorgeous. And they're very simple too. I don't even know if they actually have like they don't even have any like famous like Yeah, they don't even have any lines or designs or anything. Huh. There we go. There we go. Okay. Got this. This Kelly green that I'm about to send you. Oh, it's one of the best jersey designs, and I will die on that hill.
I mean, it looks really simple.
The Kelly green?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, because it is. But like, do you see what I mean? Where it's like, it's somewhere around the shoulders typically, or the bottom of like the sleeve cut off for the arm. That like they do some type of like I don't know, like lines or like a stripe or something.
Yeah.
Like they keep it rather simple.
So you think I've gone too complicated with this?
What are you thinking? Just start coloring just so I can get an idea. I don't care what color it is.
Okay.
We just need to see it.
Let's do this blacky purple color. Darky, blacky, purple. I'm going to stop saying blacky purple.
The purple.
Oh, you can't even see properly with
I
that.
think, what other jerseys are like super, super, super good? NFL best jerseys. Boom. Just look them up.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, that one is absolutely horrendous. Okay. I'm going to send you one in terms of like what not to do.
Don't send me one not to
honestly,
do. I'll get confused and I'll do that one, you know? And you'll be like, no,
so I'm
going to
send a message
to
don't
not do that.
do anything like this.
What are you doing, Joe? I'm going to be like, oh, God. Ew. Oh, my goodness.
This is an old school Pittsburgh Steelers jersey.
It looks like a classic rugby style.
Yeah.
But it's like, Flight of the Bumblebees. You know what I mean?
Yeah, honestly, that's what it looks like. It looks like bumblebees, and it's like, I get that the Steelers are like black and yellow for their colors, but it just with how slick and like how the football jerseys have progressed over time,
Yeah.
it doesn't hold up nowadays.
Oh, man. I'm pretty sure.
All right, so I'm gonna send you this. This is like a side by side one.
That's 3 sides, you know that, right?
Yeah, side by side. I know.
Side by side. Dang, son, it is 3 sides. Okay.
I told you. What, you think I'm lying to you?
Why would I ever think you would lie to me, Joe?
I definitely have never cracked a joke at anyone's expense before. I'm a pure boy.
I'm a pure boy. What does that mean? I'm a pure boy. I love that.
I'm Pinocchio from Shrek.
He was the one-armed man.
But like, here's some other like jersey options as well. Like you have the Chargers that I sent, the Patriots, and then the Falcons. Like all of their home uniforms.
So the Patriots is obviously super duper famous, right? Because of, was it Tom Brady, right?
Yep,
but
Tom
obviously
Brady.
They were famous before Tom Brady, or did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so the thing is they had been to 2 Super Bowls before Tom Brady, and they had lost in both.
Wow.
I sent you the clip on Walter Payton, right?
Yes, you did.
Described a little bit about him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Sweetness, he was in one of the Super Bowls where they absolutely demolished the Patriots. It was like 45-7 or something. It was just a blowout.
Right.
And yeah, it was the legendary 1985 Bears. It's the only Super Bowl they've ever won. And if you ever talk to a Chicago fan, what's the best season? 1985, the Bears.
Wow. Okay. Not to insult anyone from Chicago with that accent, by the way. Just.
Oh no, they understand. Yeah, the Bears. They know it's a good fun. It's all good. But yeah. So Tom Brady. Well, I guess the second Super Bowl they were in was in 95, I think. Was in 1995. They went up against the Packers. Or no, it was 96. Yeah, I think it was 96, and they went up against the Packers, and the Packers beat them by 2 touchdowns. I sent you a clip of Reggie White, right? He was a defensive lineman.
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he played for the Packers and the Eagles. He was a behemoth of a person. There's actually a character from the main team who's inspired by him, who a lot of people were suggesting as well. So I had to let them know, like, don't worry. Don't worry, there's a Reggie White inspired character. He was called the Minister of Defense because he was a registered minister. Yeah.
What? That's so cool.
Yeah, I swear to God. One of his most infamous clips is he's going up against the Vikings, and the Vikings send a receiver, one of the best receivers ever, a Hall of Fame receiver, Chris Carter. They send him up to block Reggie White. Reggie White kind of stands there for a second, and then he just shoves his forearm into Chris Carter and sends him flying into the quarterback. And the quarterback almost gets knocked over because he just launched this man like 5 yards.
Oh, wow. I mean,
yeah, he was crazy powerful.
It's unbelievable. I mean, some of the things that you've seen, whether people are just getting pancaked and whatnot, from the things that you've shown me, it's actually insane. Like, it's absolutely insane.
Dude, just wait until you see some of the craziest catches ever. There are some of those catches that have happened. Absolutely insane.
I'm looking forward to that. So I used to play cricket when I was a kid, right? So I used to play football, as in like soccer. We used to play football, and I used to play cricket growing up. You know, it was one of those things where we used to go out, and there was in Scotland. There's a place called what's it called? It's near Largs, Millport. There's a place called Millport, and we used to go. You could bike ride around this entire thing, and it was about 11 miles, right? It was an 11-mile bike ride, so it wasn't necessarily the most challenging thing in the world. But it was, it was just a bit of a laugh, and you went for about a good half an hour. You hired bikes, and there was a nice little park nearby. Like, we had a picnic, we take a cricket bat, we take a football, and just mess around. And I absolutely loved that stuff, right? But each one of those, and because I was a fat kid, they'd pretty much put me in goals. Okay, I would be the guy who would be the goal. Be like, yep, we'll use the fat kid because that isn't getting past him, right? He basically the same size as the goal, right? So, so. That's why. So I am, I had to make some legendary catches, both playing football and cricket, right? That's all I'm saying, right? So I'm excited to see what the NFL is in comparison, right? Right. So here's a rough.
Some of the catches that these guys do are, that is outstanding. Okay, let me look. I think it's too much.
Yep. What if I make it even more so, and I'll show you what I mean by that.
Well, I mean, with all that red, with purple being the main color, like, why not just make the red the main color at that point is kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Or, actually, or if you just remove the shoulder red.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Remove the shoulder red, and then for the back side of the jersey,
yep.
Make it similar to the front, where it's like only a portion of it, like only a portion of the sides are red, and not just like it loops around.
Right.
Because like you got to think about the belt as well, right? Like there's going to be the belt and the pants, and typically like the belt is the belt is like a clear distinguishing factor. Like it separates the colors really, really well.
Yep.
Even if it's just simple and it just matches the pants color.
Okay. So I'll do this. Like.
Oh, okay. That's a good shot.
This?
Yeah, something more like that. Yeah, I think that looks better, and I think the red on the shoulders is just, I don't think it looks good.
Okay, we'll get rid of it entirely.
Okay.
So
glad that it's being done digitally and not by hand.
I know, but that's why we do it digitally,
So that photo I just sent you, I think it's like mannequins. Yeah, so it's mannequins in some of the most like, some of the best jerseys of the different teams. And so you can kind of see like where the cutoff is, where the belt The belt typically kind of just matches the pants color.
Yep.
But like, you see where I mean, where there's not a whole lot of bleed into the next color, into the halfway point.
Yes.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Does that look better? How do you feel about that?
It definitely looks better. Well, I'm assuming the white. What are you thinking for the white spots on the shoulder?
I was thinking that they would be matching up with the white on the numbers. That's why. But we can get rid of that entirely.
Well, the thing I'm thinking is maybe.
You could just get rid of
maybe putting the. I mean, because like some of the jerseys have actually a lot of the jerseys have the number of the player somewhere like on the shoulder or like the arm right here. Like, look at that picture I sent you. Like, the Redskins guy who's like the fourth from the right or the fifth. It's like the red and white.
Yeah.
Like red, white, yellow. That's just a popular color combination. But like you see like 93 on like his shoulder or like on his bicep area, where the Eagles, who are second from the right, it's like on top of the shoulder.
With the Eagles, yeah, I see what you mean. All right, I see what you mean. What should we try? Do you want to try both?
Yeah. I mean, let's try it. Because we also keep in mind that we're going to have to consider the names on the back of the jersey as well.
Yeah, well, so I left a thing here for the name. And this is, I assume this will be the name of the team here, Gladiators or something, and I assume that's going to be the name of the person.
Where are you thinking? Wait, are you thinking Gladiators on the jersey? Because like we can do it. We probably have to put the number closer to the abdomen. Okay, like scroll up in our chat. Do you see the Falcons? How the Falcons or the Patriots in that one photo, they have like Atlanta above the number or Patriots above the number.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so we can do that. Well, I don't know. Would it be Grinnell instead?
I mean, I don't know. You're the expert.
That's the city name. That's the city name, not the. Well, I don't know, the Patriots. Yeah, so. I mean, Gladiators would be kind of cool, but where that's positioned right now, where I'm seeing it, it looks like it is the name of the person.
So, but the name of the person would stay in the back, though, right?
Yes. Oh, wait, that's the front, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. I got that mixed up. I'm just trying to make your life more difficult. Am I succeeding yet?
I think on the shoulder is pretty cool.
Yeah, honestly. Or even just like on the bicep part, yeah.
I know, this is not like the best art in the world, and I apologize. But I'm just rushing.
Oh, no, it's all good. Because, look, if they've been following, right, like, to whoever also is here right now, thank you for being here.
Yep.
Because I know that I'm the other person in the chat because I'm watching it. But, but, like, if you've seen, like, any of the inked art that we've done, like, comparing it to the concept art or, like, the rough draft, the sketch, you'll see that, yeah, Annis improves it a lot.
I appreciate that, buddy. It's effort. Anyway, I quite like the way that works. And so, okay, name a player. Who do we want for this jersey?
Reggie White.
So WHITE White, right, as opposed to W.
Well, the reason I'm saying it is because Reggie White's number was 92.
Oh, really? That was lucky.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
W.
And also, it'll be a lot easier to space out as well since it's a short name.
Yep.
And then that image I just sent you was 3 college jerseys, though I can't tell you who they are off the top of my head. There's Boise State, which that's in Idaho, I'm pretty sure. Oregon, which is Oregon.
So negative about Oregon.
just everyone hates Oregon. And look,
Oh, really?
I've had a bad experience with them in college football 25. Like,
Okay.
in college football 25, for some reason, the devs want them to win. They don't want them to lose.
Okay.
You could be ahead, and all of a sudden, boom, they come firing back. You're like, no.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I'm just fine.
That's fine. I think so.
Also, who names their mascot the Ducks?
Greatest hockey team in the world. That's who, right? The Mighty Ducks.
I guess, yeah, but I guess, but the Oregon Ducks and they play football.
Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. I just, I love the Mighty Ducks.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie. It's such a good movie.
Yeah. We're just gonna pretend like I've seen it.
You've never seen the Mighty Ducks? Oh, dude.
I don't know where to find it. I will watch it if I
Disney
can find
Plus.
it. I
Go
can't
on
find
Plus.
it.
Go on Disney Plus. Emilio
Ew,
Estevez.
no.
What do you mean
No.
you? No.
No.
Do you think we need
No,
like, a little...
I'm just gonna go onto YouTube and buy it.
Ah. Okay.
If they have it. I don't even know if they will.
Yeah, they probably will. Do you think you need something like this?
What was that?
Do you think I added little like breaks in the shoulders? Do you think it needs that?
Breaks in the shoulders?
Yeah, so
Oh.
a little red.
Whoa. Oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
No, see, like that's why they do it. That's why so many of them do it. Like it's so simple.
It was.
But
Yeah.
I like it. I think here's the change though.
Go.
We need to change the sides where they're red. I think what if we were to just make that like a line on the side of their jersey and not just like a triangle red area?
Okay. Something like this?
No, like a line that's like the like the stripes but going down the side. Let me see if I can find a jersey that would have something similar to what I'm thinking. What team has a stripe down the side?
So is this a vertical stripe?
Damn. Yeah, like a vertical. Yeah, something like that. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. See, I'm just gonna be honest, dude. I think that looks kind of sick. I think we keep that general. Maybe make the shoulders like the shoulder stripes like maybe a little bit thicker and a little bit more in. But I like that what you had before with like the vertical lines on the side, and then I think if we keep that, we put the number of the player on the other side of the shoulder as well, because they're typically on both sides of the shoulder. I think that we can use that as the foundation for the gladiators, and then we can experiment with different colors.
Do you think we should do...
I don't think. I'm incapable of thinking.
Okay. Do you think we should do colors... Not colors, the team logo on one side? Because it seems like... Who is it? One of the things you sent me.
Team logo? Oh, the Eagles. The Eagles
yeah,
had it
the
on
Eagles. They had it.
Well, that's the thing, is we'd have to come up with the mascot design as well, and I don't know if it's gonna fit on that. I mean, think about Berkshire, what we've done for it, where just even having it on the helmet is enough for people to recognize it.
Okay.
And also, that makes your job so much tougher.
I mean, that's not the point, though, is it? I mean, whether my job is tough or not, it's important about it looks good overall. That's what we want.
Yeah, but like if we don't have to make it tougher, we don't need to.
Yeah, true. How's that?
I'm waiting for it to pop up. Oh. I don't like it being connected to the stripe on the shirt or on the sleeve.
Okay. Why'd you get rid of this?
I don't know what it is. Yeah, it just looks weird.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, there you go. If that's, I think that looks good anyway. Right.
I definitely agree with like there should be a line there for sure. I just the way it runs off into it, I don't know, something about it bothers me.
I mean, can it be a hidden line in that way that it's the same color here? Like, we've obviously added a line. It's not necessarily red, but it's just a line in general.
Okay, like to I guess show the players like physical, like their stature.
I suppose so. I mean, if you look at most of these jerseys, there is a
Yeah.
line there, but not all of them have a
Okay,
color.
yeah. Is that true? Is that really?
So the
Are you
big
talking
one,
about like on the actual players, like when they're wearing it?
no, I'm talking about on the actual jersey.
Do they? Huh.
Yeah, I mean, so what's the one you sent me?
I
The
guess
Greenville. Is it Greenville? The green one.
Greenville?
The green one.
Oh, the Kelly Green.
Kelly
Kelly
Green.
Green is the color, the Eagles.
Okay, yeah. They've got it.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, they got a line right there. But they also it doesn't run into anything, which is I think the problem that we're running into. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I guess the only other thing I may want to try is just a stripe going vertical on both sides, where like here's the sides of the jersey. If we literally have like a red line going right here,
So
that's the last thing I'd want to try. Otherwise, I like what we have so far.
just like here.
Quiet time. What are some other really good jerseys?
I mean, something like that. Is that what you want?
Ooh, Annis, what do you think?
I think it looks cool. I want to try one thing, and if you don't like it, again, we'll leave it.
Yeah, no, try. Go away. Not go away. Go try. Go try. Don't go away, Annis. I want you here. This is your stream.
It's my stream, but no, you go away. So I'm taking over. Okay, sorry, Joe. See, when I can't make it, Joe, just take over for me and take a whip.
All right, you want my 2-year-old artistic skills? Okay, then, buddy.
I mean, I thought you might do a workshop on writing instead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but like, eh,
Okay.
I don't think I'm qualified. Not yet, anyways.
Oh, come on, Joe. You got loads to share.
I do. I'm overly detailed is something that I've realized is like I go into the hyper details of like why stuff works the way it works. And I think that's allowed me to analyze storytelling from a different perspective in terms of like, especially when I sent you that Brandon Sanderson video
Yep.
about making a promise to your audience. And
Yep.
like, even just considering that, I was thinking about it today and I was like, okay, so like if I put a main character in the story, sometimes your main character, the story needs to be built around them in a lot of cases where like you want to play into the main character's like kind of purpose in the world. And like the feel of the world should generally match what the character's goals are and what like the setting is and how serious the character is. Like if you think about, our this story and whatnot, like the main character, he, even though his dad is the greatest defensive player of all time, like his dad isn't in his life. He's a deadbeat. His mom is abusive with him, and he's just a very like he hasn't had an easy life.
Yep.
And so making this in order to complement that design choice that I've made for this character, making a lot of the moments hit more seriously or like having heavier impacts really helps to sell the authenticity of the story, and it helps to sell the believability of it as well. Like it helps people to get immersed into the story. And so like that's one thing that I was thinking about today where I'm like, man, I think I unironically, without even thinking about it, did a pretty good job of like of doing that for this story, is like really just building around like a competitive, like more realistic, or at least very inspired by real events in history, like moments or situations or character traits that I think challenge the main character and force him to be better in many ways and forces him to grow.
Yeah,
And so like even just stuff like that, just I mean just analyzing stuff from that perspective I think really helps.
What do you think?
That's about the only thing that I think I could probably maybe teach.
Are you happy with this?
You're a better teacher than I am. You literally get paid to teach. I don't.
Yeah, a little bit. What do you think?
Just a wee bit.
I take it? Joe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Why?
Yeah,
I'm loud.
Just wondering. How do you feel about the red over the white for the numbers?
I like it.
Sure.
It makes it stand out more. Yeah.
Cool. I quite like that.
Well, here's the thing: is like a lot of the jerseys, that's what they do.
Yeah, well, exactly. I saw that and I thought actually it looks really cool, especially the red. But I'm happy to play about with different colors if you are.
Yeah, I definitely want to play around with different colors at this point, because like purple and red, it does look good. I don't know if that combination fits the Gladiators, but let's come up with multiple. Maybe other people are going to have an opinion on, what's going to look best.
Okay, now we're trusting the audience with this, and I'm hoping that everything will work out. So let's do.
So
a little bit.
So you want to know one that? Do you want to know one suggestion that some people are coming up with?
I do. Let's get a couple done first. Let's make like a grid of a couple.
Okay.
How many do we need?
Let's do like 4 for now. Like we can just have like 2, 2, 2, 2.
Okay.
And then if we need to create more sheets for it, then we can just do the same thing. Like big enough to where like you can see like each one of them very clearly.
Yep. Okay, let's hope that's size enough. Okay.
Yeah, we could definitely make those bigger on the screen as well to kind of, yeah. I mean, not that big.
Yeah, I think I need to resize this. Hold on. We'll resize.
I mean, I need to just, yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
But yeah, he doesn't know how to do his job. Forgive him. But some people said gray and black, or not gray and black, gray and red. That was somebody also had the idea for the wolves for that color, and I just thought that was cool. Yeah, another person recommended the Hornets and having it be green and gold. Which I was like, oh, we have experience with green and gold.
Yep, we do.
The main character's color, huh? From Warwick, huh? Right. Another person recommended like a black and a Carolina blue, which always looks slick. I'll have to show you black and Carolina blue, huh? Black and Carolina blue football jersey.
Right. Which color do you want to try first?
Let's do a green. Let's spice it up.
Green for the main color.
Let's just try it. Maybe like a darker green. Doesn't have to be like a Kelly green necessarily, but though Kelly green does look very good.
Something like that?
I cannot see it yet.
Sorry. Come on, stream.
Yeah, come on. All right, I'm looking. I think you're about to. Yep. Ooh. That green does not look bad. Look, maybe it's just because it's Reggie White and like he was known, like he wore the green. Like the Eagles and the Packers both have green in their like color schemes as their main color, but like, whoa, that green, that does not look bad at all. Okay. Do you think the red needs to change, or
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Do you want to try something other than red, or
I guess if we were, what would be the other color we would want to try? Because I know that yellow is like a form of yellow is like the most natural response.
Yep.
I'm gonna Google what color green goes well with.
Okay.
Colors
again,
that
blue,
go.
yellow, or we could do like a reddy pink type thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the green red does look kind of good. It looks a lot better than I was expecting. You always could do navy.
Should we do?
I don't think we need to do white because white's going to be in their away. Well, we're not going to. We're only going to see them in their home team jersey. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
No, we're going to see them in the away team jersey, but it's always good to come up with this. I don't know. Since it's the first game of the season, you want to show off the red jerseys, but we could probably show it off in a different scene.
Okay.
It's a community-created team, so it's like you want to see their best.
Yeah, 100%. Do you want to leave this one as is, and then we'll try, what was it, the black and gray?
Black and Carolina blue.
Black and Carolina blue.
I sent you an image. Hold on, I gotta find the Panthers. That's their colors. Panthers, black, Carolina blue jerseys. Because when Cam Newton wore it, woo, baby. I gotta find. Oh my god, yep.
Hold on, I haven't done the.
You know what's crazy? Hold on, I'm sending it. What's crazy is Cam Newton. His last name Newton is literally a city in Iowa.
Really?
Yeah, we have Newton, Iowa. It's out east.
That's a really
East of the
nice
capital.
blue. That's phenomenal. I love that kind of. What is it? It's like this turquoisey and emeraldy blue. What is that from?
Yeah, it's. What is it from?
Yeah, what team is that? Sorry.
The Carolina Panthers.
Panthers. That's really nice blue.
Yes.
Is
Oh,
this
you want to
okay?
know a fun fact about it?
Well, hold on. Is that Carolina blue enough for you?
I mean, okay. Well, would we get sued for making it too similar?
I don't think so. Thing is, for the most part, it's going to be black and white anyway because it's a manga, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, at one point you're going to.
I just got to secure the NFL. I got to secure the NFL partnership. That's what it is. You guys can't sue me now.
Okay, well, do you want me to try that kind of emeraldy, greeny blue from the Panthers instead of the Carolina blue?
Yeah, let's try it. Because I'm not going to lie, that does look very good, but it just looks a little too similar.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, I think that's it there.
I do like black being the main color, though.
Right.
I got to say.
Maybe a little bit lighter.
And then that is the logo for the Carolina Panthers, like
cool.
on the helmets.
I quite like that. What do you think of this one?
Yeah. You gonna wait for it to pop up. You want to know something fun about the? Oh my gosh. Wait, hold on. I can't even tell. Is that still blue? Is that green?
It's like a bluey green. It's the same one that the Panthers have got from the picture you sent me.
Yeah, let's not do that. As good as it looks.
Okay.
Oh, what if we do a powder blue?
Powder blue. Oh, what's a powder blue?
Hold on. Powder blue color. Let me pull it up.
Okay.
Okay. Because it's gonna seem a little odd at first, but it goes super, super well with black.
Okay. Do we have any suggestions from the chat? Oh, powder blue.
Yeah, we want to hear your suggestions. We'll try it out. Let us know to whoever is there. We'd love to know what you think, and if you have any suggestions, and just feel free to type in any message. But if you don't want to, you don't have to. Okay, the powder blue message went through.
Yeah. This is what I got for powder blue.
I mean, it looks good, right?
It's definitely quite nice.
That looks good.
Okay, what other one do
I
we
like
have?
that.
What?
Let's keep. Um, some people they had green. Some people wanted like red, white, and blue, but they had a different mascot in mind.
Red, white, and blue.
Red and blue is always the hardest to balance, though,
Yeah.
because like with Superman, it's so iconic. But like, dude, you got to nail it perfectly.
Okay, let's try. I said red, white, and
Yeah,
blue.
let's try some sort of blue. Yeah. Yeah, let's try a blue as the main color because we obviously want the main character's red to stand out, like when it's colored.
I mean, that's red, white, and blue, isn't it?
Hmm?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see if it's popped up yet, but that's red, white, and blue.
It reminds me of the Buffalo Bills. Hold on, Buffalo Bills jerseys. Whoops. There we go. Their current quarterback, his jersey. All right, so that'll go through. It's not exactly like that. I actually kind of like that blue though. I was expecting a different blue, but
Do you want it
yeah.
changed? Do you want it darker or lighter?
I can't say if it's like darker. Like it's the shade of blue that like I wasn't expecting. It doesn't look bad. Let me make that clear.
Okay. I just kind of went for like a Superman blue, you know?
Yeah, maybe just experiment with different blues and like not try and get too close to the Bills.
Yeah.
Though it is different. It's different enough.
So that's quite a darker blue.
Uh Did it already go through? Did I just not see it?
Well, it has. Well, it's changed on my end. I don't know if it's changed on your end.
Oh. Nope. I think I like this one more than that other one.
Okay. Do you want to see all four that we've got so far?
Yeah, let's see all four. There is one color combination that I want to try, which is keep that black, but instead of the Carolina blue, I want to try like a purple, like a light purple, just
Okay.
to see how it would look.
Right, let's see. Light purple.
I'm not gonna lie, the black jersey stands out the best.
It does look really nice, doesn't it? So what kind of purple are
Yeah,
you thinking?
I think the green I think the green would stand out more if it was a different color other than red.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah,
I agree.
because we have a lot of red. Ooh, I mean, red and black always looks good together.
There's the purple. Let me just
All
take a
right,
bit.
coming through. Yeah. That looks good as well. I mean, what do you think? What are your thoughts?
I like them. And what we can do is if we're sticking with from all of them so far,
Mhm.
we like the idea of the black
Black.
ultimately, right?
Yeah,
So
the
what I'll
black
do
is the main color. Yeah.
is I'll get rid of the others, and I will.
Well, save them. I definitely want to see what other people think, but I think most people are going to agree that the black probably looks the best out of these choices.
I'm just gonna move or make a couple more black versions, so we can then play about with different colors. Is that okay?
Yeah, because then definitely including the Carolina blue, the purple. We could even try like a yellow potentially, or like a gold.
Yeah, or even a grey.
Yeah, even a gray.
Because that was
I
suggested
don't want
before,
it to
right?
be too similar. Yeah, somebody suggested. I think they suggested black and gold, and I was like, it's a little too similar to Berkshire.
It is though. Yeah,
I want
you're right.
Berkshire to really stand out. Yeah, that's the only problem. It was a great suggestion. It's just like
It's
we
already
kind of already have it done.
exactly yeah. So it's not as if the idea is being shunned in that way. It is very much we're doing it. You know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the amount of times people are like, "Hey, have a character based off this person." And I'm like, "Hey, so fun fact, yeah, it's already planned. Don't you worry."
Right. Let's do. This kind of maybe a little bit. Well, do we want to do the goldie one?
Ooh. Do the what?
Gold color, or if we're gonna avoid that for Berkshire.
Yeah, let's avoid gold. Because I know that theirs is gray, like black gray gold, but like, yeah, let's just avoid gold. Um, Creamsicle orange color.
Creamsicle orange.
Yeah. You ever seen creamsicle orange?
No. Maybe I have. Maybe
Dude,
you
it's a
sent it
sweet
to me.
color. Dude, creamsicle is amazing. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, this is a gradient, so that's not helpful.
Oh, is that gray that you put up there?
Yeah, I put grey up, but I gotta be honest, I think it just kind of washes out. It doesn't stand out at all to me.
Yeah, because the Raiders are black and gray, but a lot more gray in there. Manga.
Hold on.
I
There's the.
gotta find the Raiders jerseys.
Okay, well, that's four options just now. I got rid of the grey and put in the orange.
Oh wow, the Raiders jerseys are incredibly simple. What? Are they really actually just that simple? No way. It's literally just black.
I mean, you sent me a picture of one that is just black though as well.
Like there's not even like any strings out. Yeah, but I thought that yeah, I thought it'd be a lot a lot better. Or not like a lot better. Look, I don't like the Raiders. I think their fans are mean. Raiders fans are they're nasty.
Fair enough. Um,
They've literally not gotten over their time in the limelight in the 70s where they were when they were a powerhouse team. Like they were like, we play smash mouth football and we like paralyzing dudes. And we were like, whoa, hey, come on now. Like they got a reputation for being dirty and then they never took a shower. It also doesn't help that the Raiders are in the same division as the Broncos and the Broncos are my team.
I don't even know
So
what's going on anymore.
like they're rivals.
Right. Oh, I see what you mean. It is very plain, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, did it go through on your end? It's not even going through on
Yeah,
mine.
it's gone through. Can you see? How do you feel about these updates?
I really like honestly, I really like all of weirdly enough, I like the red the least.
Right. Okay.
I like it's good. It's very good. It reminds me of the Falcons. But like, ooh, that creamsicle and then the purple. Woo!
Do we need to put it to a vote?
I think we do. But unfortunately, I think it's only us here.
It's okay.
So I think what we'll need to do I think what do you think about potentially trying to do you have time to potentially work on a mascot? Like for a helmet design.
Maybe.
We can just come up with like a we can just come up with like a basic idea and then we can like figure out the colors later once they're decided.
Right. I see what you're saying. Okay. Let's
Yeah.
do something new. Let's call this Jersey.
Ooh, you know what would be cool though is if for the gladiators we included like if we use like a face like a Trojan face or something with like that helmet, if we were to have like the anime eye glow just to really emphasize like yeah, like
So
we already know that we're doing the anime manga shenanigans and then you just make it a part of their like their helmet design.
I see what you mean. Okay, we can do
Yeah.
something. Classic gladiator helmet. Are we gonna go Roman?
Oh, yeah, well I mean if my computer would load, I would help you.
I
Roman
mean, there's multiple ways of doing this.
Glad Roman Gladiator. There we go. Hey, that person's back. Thank you for coming back. I hope you've been enjoying the stream because we're having fun. I said it. I said it in the TikTok video. I was like, look, if everyone shows up, we're going to have a blast. If nobody shows up, we're still going to have a party.
That is true. We are having some kind of party. Uh, positive
It's not a
party.
pity party. Don't even think it.
Let's change this. I've got an idea, and I don't know if I'll like it or not. Like, it's one of those things where you've got an idea, but is it a good idea? Probably not. Should we go with it anyway? Absolutely. You know what I mean? Gladiator.
Mhm.
Gladiator.
Just like when I think gladiator, what I think is like I think the helmet, like with the red fur on top. I think that, or I think a shield.
I think of the film with Russell Crowe.
Oh, the film Gladiator. Yeah, gladiators. Yeah.
Gladiator. Such a good movie. Which you probably haven't seen, Joe.
You shut up.
Look, it's just
You're
one of
not
those.
wrong, but shut up.
It's one of those things where it's like, ah, such a great iconic movie, but you haven't seen it.
Just think, but you gotta think, right? I'm able to come up with all of these ideas without having seen these movies. That's how originally creative I am.
Okay. That's how originally creative I am. You're right, you are very creative, I'll give you that. So, how about something like that? And we'll make it really.
You know what's weird? Is I'm watching the stream, like it being behind. I didn't even notice that you looked at the screen. I just felt the silence and went, "He's making a face right now."
Yep. Oh, you just can't escape it, dude. I'm sorry. This is one of those things where I just feel like I have to make a face every time you say something like that, you know?
Good, good. USC Trojans mascot. I gotta. So there's a college called the University of South California.
Okay.
It just goes by USC for short. They're one of the stronger football programs in college football. They're the Trojans is their mascot. I want to see what they did for their logo. 'Cause a lot of the
It's a
time, I
horse.
think they just have like USC on their helmet.
All right. I would imagine it's a horse.
I don't know. Is it Trojan horse? I know it's the Trojans for sure. I just don't know if it's Trojan horse. And then once my computer loads, I'll make more comments. Not that you need me to make more comments, but
I am just. I don't want to be overcomplicated with this because we don't want to be overcomplicated with this, right? The
Yep.
simpler it is, the better.
no, it's a well. Okay, so for I think how it works is like whenever they have home games, one of their traditions is a guy dressed up as a Roman gladiator comes out on a horse with a sword.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm just going to show you an image. That way, you know I'm not kidding.
No, I
Because
believe you.
there's a lot of if you were to ever get a football game if you have like an Xbox One, whatever the new one is, or like a PS5, I would recommend you getting College Football 25, just so you could see some of the traditions these schools have for their entrances. It is crazy. Like Georgia Bulldogs have like a bulldog that runs out onto the field, I think.
Oh, really?
I don't know what the
Like
owl.
an actual
Yeah,
bulldog
I
that
think
just runs
so.
out onto
If
the
I
field.
remember right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and everyone loves it. They go crazy over it.
I mean, to be fair,
I don't know if yeah.
dogs are cute. I would go crazy over that.
Well, a lot of the times, I think if I remember right, I've seen it, and he just and he just kind of pitter patters out, and everyone's like, yeah.
Poor dogs. Right, so let's see. Can we do? And then build this up a little bit. Blacken this out.
Internet, why are you pooping on us? Come on, we don't need to do that. Ugh.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Is this the dog?
I knew it. I knew they had yeah, I knew they had the bulldog. So I don't know if the dude on the horse showed up, but they do that for their home games.
Yep, dude in the horse showed up.
As you can see the marching band on the field.
Yep.
And yeah, also there's just a lot of cool traditions in college football that like I've learned about, right? Like one of the most difficult places to play is there's two. There is Louisiana State University, otherwise known as LSU.
Okay.
Their crowd is so loud that there have been people who've said that they live 30 minutes away from the stadium and they can hear the stadium while they're playing.
That's awesome.
And the bulldog mascot with the bulldog is just, it's great.
Oh, the bulldog came in. Bulldog's so cute.
He is, right?
That's my team now, right? Just because of that bulldog, right? I don't care what you say. I know nothing about American football, but I will root for that bulldog to the end of my days. Okay, that's.
Hey, if you want to be hated, keep rooting for Georgia. Georgia's like the powerhouse right now.
Dude, I feel like I have to root for Oregon because my father.
You're gonna root.
Well, just because my father-in-law's from
Oregon out of spite?
Oregon.
Oh, no, you know what? That's fair. There's also Oregon State. I think they're the Beavers, if I remember right.
Beavers.
Yeah, I think so. Oregon State Beavers.
That's not as fun. Do they have a beaver that goes on?
No, it's
the
not.
field?
But then again, I don't think so. No. Oregon State Beaver.
I feel like a beaver trumps a bulldog a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know how the
I mean, in likability.
Yeah. I don't know how.
I'll send you two photos. One,
Yep.
I'll send you a photo of their jersey, and then I will send you a photo of their Beaver logo. Because the Beaver logo, it's there. It's there.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's there. I mean, it does exist. I'm letting you know.
Oh man, that's awful. That's awful. Goodness me.
See, there you go. It showed up.
Gosh, but why has it shown up? Gosh.
You're seeing it, right?
Yeah, I can see it and it's all of its orange glory. Goodness me.
The jerseys look cool. I like the orange emphasis with the black. Like it does look good. But Yeah, the it's there. Do you see what I mean by like it's there? Like it's not bad, it's not great,
It's
but
pretty
like
bad,
it's
dude.
there.
It looks pretty bad. It looks like they tried to shove a beaver's face into like I don't know a washing machine or something. The way it's been. This poor beaver. Ah,
Hey, at least you've never seen the old Cincinnati Bengals helmet. Oh my God, the old Cincinnati Bengals helmet was just. Ugh.
really?
I gotta find it for you. It I'll show you because it's not the design of the Bengal tiger. It's Bengals helmet.
So Bengal, as in Bengal
It,
tiger.
yeah, that's what the Bengals are, the Bengal Tigers. But you just say Bengals. They're updated like their modern ones are like the actual stripes on like an orange helmet of a tiger,
Yeah.
and it's really cool. And they use their white tiger ones, which are also really sick. But oh, I do not like this helmet. I found it. It took a little bit, but uh,
It
who
look,
thought that was okay?
somebody who likes basketball.
Huh?
It
What was that?
looks. It said somebody who likes basketball.
I guess, yeah.
It
I mean,
looks.
what do you think of it? It just says Bengals.
It genuinely just looks like a basketball. Okay, I can't. I can't do anything else. Right? There's no.
Yeah, honestly, it looks like a basketball jersey. Yeah, I would 100% agree. But I'm gonna show you what the updated helmet looks like because you're gonna be like, oh, yeah, no, that looks better. Hold on, where is? Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yep. I see it.
Doesn't that look a lot better?
Yeah. I mean, it's not my favorite still, but it does look better. Right.
I do like this. I don't know how long they rocked this helmet for, but I really do like it. Ooh, that looks slick.
That look alright. I quite like this.
Yeah, so that was the helmet.
Oh, that's quite nice.
I'm not gonna lie, it does feel very unique, like what you just drew.
I want to try.
Okay, now we gotta scale it. Oh, yep. What are you thinking?
I'm just kind of thinking of a little bit of color.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like you think it's a gladiator, but like it also does like I think it honestly might be like the eye line that they do in anime.
Well, yeah. I mean, I went
Also,
for.
I don't know what that line is. That's no, go on.
No, what were you saying? What were you saying?
I was gonna say that like it almost looks like a crack in the armor, like above where the eye like shring is.
Yep.
Is that what it's supposed to be? Is like a crack?
This part here.
It looks good. I'm not saying it doesn't look good. Um, where are you? Yeah, it hasn't popped up yet.
That's okay. Right. Let's see.
Come on, Annis. How long did it take you?
Sorry.
Yeah, it looks like a crack. I'm not gonna lie, that crack gives it a lot of flavor.
Well, I'm glad.
That does look really nice. Personally, I'm kind of sold on the creamsicle,
Yeah, me
but
too.
it is not completely my decision.
Yeah. We need to let the
I mean, because
community
like I think that
decide.
if you change the orange to like a purple, I think it still would work.
Well, we can definitely play about with it. That's no problem. If you give me a sec, I will get this done.
Oh, yeah, yeah, no, you do that first. Oh, burp. Got to give you a commentary on what just happened, even though you could hear it. Don't you miss talking to me?
For sure, man. Uh,
Oh yeah, buddy. I miss it so much. Oh no, I'm not being sarcastic at all.
I don't. Yep. Okay. I don't know what just happened. Right. Okay. So
So are you adding red in?
yeah.
Huh. Is that creamsicle orange? Like the same orange that you use for the
It's
jersey?
kind of like a yeah. Well, it's more of a goldy kind of thing, but I need to change it. I'm gonna adjust it ever so slightly. Um.
Also, we will have to come up with like the pants and like the shoes as well, but I think that that's a lot easier to do.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll have time today. Unfortunately, we got like 5 minutes left.
Yeah, yeah. No, that is perfectly fine.
But managed to squeeze in.
Oh, I guess what color helmet will they use? If Warner's going to be in their away jersey, in their like, they're going to have the same red helmet with the white. Um, ooh, maybe we have them wear like a white helmet, and then like this all shows up a lot better because I think the black might get messed up. Like having
Yeah.
the base color of the helmet be that, if you understand what I mean.
I think so. Yeah.
The other thing I might recommend is as good as that red does look, we always could try having that red be like the creamsicle orange color, like the feathers, and then we could like make the helmet like a different color. But I don't know.
Okay.
It's always an option we can try.
Yep. This is okay. So this is your basic. If I then take what's that? That's the eye. New correction layer. Maybe put the luminosity up a little bit. Hold on. Yep. Right, put the luminosity up a little bit. Just saturation. Right. So here's kind of option one. Let's make it smaller, and then we'll play about with the colors.
Weirdly enough, I I think that the feathers should all be the same color. Like I know that like you're adding the shading,
Yeah,
but yeah,
we can do. We can get rid of it, no problem. We'll see what it looks like with and without.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, right. So let's see with the feathers, or with anything that you want to change. Just let me know. We can do it.
I mean, just besides like all having the same color, like not really.
Oh, really? Okay.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we could do, for example,
Oh, different styles for the feathers.
yeah. Okay, so I've got rid of the feather color there. That's one. We could, for example, do here correction layer, and we can do this whole grey thing. So like a silvery helmet. Instead. What's that? That one there. So what if we did? Got blue.
change the feather color to the creamsicle orange for that gray.
The grey?
Yeah. Change the feathers specifically to the orange.
Okay.
Ooh. Hannes, change his color for the gladiator mask. Joe. Ooh.
Right, okay. How did we do the creamsicle orange last time? Lighter, much lighter. That doesn't work as overlay. Let's try overlay. Nah. Let's try hard light.
Almost looks brown.
Yeah, I've played a bit with it.
Oh. I knew the orange was going to work well with the gray.
So what do you think?
I mean, personally, I really like that gray and creamsicle orange.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
I think that the golden red also looks very good.
Right, here's what we'll do. I will export 2 of these, and then you post and see which one the people prefer, and we'll come back to this. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, well, it seems like we are officially out of time, buddy. But thank you so much for joining.
Yeah.
Warwick is going to be on
Yeah.
Global Comics very, very soon. So again, I look forward to hearing when you post about that. We'll get on to that. It'll be amazing. All 22 is currently in production. If y'all want to see a quick sneak peek, do you mind if I do a quick sneak peek?
Sure.
Okay. This is where we're at currently with all 22. You can see some of the pages, and I'm really happy with the way some of these pages have turned out. That took ages. And there's one panel left of this page, but we'll get to that as soon as. So there you go. That has been where we are currently. And I guess that's it. That's what we have time for. So thank you very much for joining. Joe, you want to say anything before we call it?
Nah.
Okay.
Sorry, brain froze. Just thank you for having me on here. I mean, I know that we work really well together, so it's cool to like just do a stream where we just keep creating, and hopefully next time we can get some more people involved, and we can like we can really get some more community feedback as well, because I feel like there are some people out there who really could have helped us if they had been here. I don't know who they are, but I know that they're out there. But I'm excited for this because we came up with some fire designs.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, thank you again for
I'm excited.
Joe. It's been honestly really, really cool to have you here. Like you said, it's worked out nicely. For now, though, thank you very much, everybody, and we'll catch you at the next one. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, Joe, that's us officially off air.